Our 2025 Stewardship campaign is based on the three values of our strategic plan: curious, courageous, and connected. Each week during our series, you'll hear from persons in our congregation who will share with you how each of these values impact their spiritual life and their relationship with our church.
How curious fits in with faith in this place. We live in a why household. We ask a lot of questions. Our kids ask a lot of questions. We own a lot of books. I like that we are at a place here at Hyde Park where we can ask questions and nobody's going to tell us that there's a bad question.
Not only asking the questions, but not having all the answers, and knowing that sometimes it's helpful to just have the communion of other people who are also wrestling with their faith to figure out what that means for them and how we reflect that in one another.
It allows for that flexibility in your faith to be able to ask questions, not feel stupid about asking those questions.
How does curiosity help create a space for people in this church? I think that given the current sort of political, religious landscape that we are dealing with in our current society, it's very easy to look at churches as a place where you might not have a safe space to ask questions.
I think curiosity is invitational because when we know we're stepping into a space where questions are welcomed, when so much of our society is a don't ask questions, don't ask, don't tell kind of thing, that it's very invitational and very welcoming. We're in the current events in faith Sunday school class, so we ask a lot of questions in there, and most of the time we don't leave with answers, but it gives us something to chew on for the week.
I'm able to express some of my own opinions and thoughts, and yet know that it's a safe space that I can challenge assumptions, I can think through things and have people who maybe have a slightly different opinion than mine, but we're able to kind of reflect on what that means for us personally and within the context of our faith.
I've recently gotten involved with dinners on Thursday nights at State Avenue. We're hoping to be more involved with the OTR campus. I taught down there for 3 years with Cincinnati Public Schools, and I love that we're asking the questions like, what if we have a nonprofit laundromat? What if we have a space that the community can use? What does that start to do when we start to bring that community together and provide the resources? And then also, how can I then be part of that solution, be part of that answer?
Some of the biggest fears in my life were definitely in the area of getting things wrong. Almost getting the equation right, to say, if I believe in X and do Y, then Z is going to happen. What does this look like if I throw all of this out the window and say, what if I just open up my hands and say, I'm ready to experience whatever this is? Then there is definitely a freedom in that.
The things that we once thought were these big scary things are maybe not as scary once you tease out all the questions and wonder about them a little bit more.